Hey everybody, my name is Kyle Kuhn, and I want to welcome you to Training with the K-Train. Before we get started, make sure you've got at least 2 bottles of fluid. I like to either have water or sports drink personally in my bottles, and I definitely recommend a towel. Alright, you guys, let's get it going. Let's rip it, roll it, punch it.
Let's go ahead and get started. We are going to start with just an easy 10-minute spin. Just get the legs moving. And we're going to be starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just light, easy gearing. Once you're going, if you train with power, no harder than 50% of whatever training zones you use. So if you do a 20-minute power test, functional threshold power, anything like that, if you train with power, let's go no harder than 50% of that effort. If you don't train with power, or if it's your first time joining us and you're getting used to indoor riding, or you haven't done a whole lot of group trainer sessions before, what we're doing is we're just going to be spinning nice and easy. We're riding along with grandma, who's just kind of out on her bike. We're just out for a nice Sunday coffee ride. We're going to spin easy for about, a little less than 9 minutes to go in this easy spin. So today I was mentioning to a couple of people who joined a little earlier, we're going to be working on pedal stroke and cadence today. Now, a lot of times, we hear, the importance of maintaining a certain cadence at this effort or that effort. If you're climbing a hill, you should be between 60 revolutions per minute and 80 revolutions per minute. And if you're on flat terrain, you should be going at 100 revolutions per minute, and 90 revolutions per minute is the golden standard. Well, that's not all entirely true. Sorry to disappoint those of you that think that is. So the key that we use is pedal stroke technique and pedal stroke efficiency. So today's workout's really going to focus on that. And we're going to use cadence as kind of a guiding measure. So after we finish our 10-minute easy warm-up, we're going to go into some builds to just get the legs firing a little bit. You got about 7.5 minutes left in your 10-minute easy spin. Like I said, after this 10-minute easy spin, we're going to start out with just some 30-second builds, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. We're going to do 6 of them. And then we're going to have a nice, easy 3-minute chill spin, cool it down a little bit. And then we're going to go right into some single leg drills. Now, if you are on a bike and you're using clipless pedals, aka pedals that your feet are clipped into, I would like you to actually unclip your pedals when we do these single leg cadence drills. If you're not using clipless pedals, what you can do is just really, if I'm going to be telling you we're going to be pedaling with our right leg, you're just going to really focus on the right side of your body, focusing on that right leg, and just kind of let the left leg come along for the ride. Ditto on the left. But we'll go into 9 minutes of doing some alternate leg work on that with those single leg pedal stroke drills. And really, guys, what we're looking to do with those single leg drills, once we hit about the 19-minute mark, is we're looking to create a really nice, smooth pedal stroke with no hitches. So after we finish our 9 minutes of single leg work, we're going to have a little 2-minute easy spin. And then we're going to go into a 10-minute effort where we're going to be focusing on that smooth, nice fluid pedal stroke that we've developed over the course of the first 30 minutes of this ride. And it's going to be at a little bit of a harder effort. Going to be going at about a tempo effort, about 75 to 85% of your sprint triathlon race pace or race effort. We got about 5 minutes left in our 10-minute easy spin, you guys. So again, light gearing. Relax your upper body. Deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. But going back to describing what is coming up. So that 10-minute effort, you're going to be going at the same effort level. So about 75 to 85% of your sprint triathlon race effort, or if you haven't done a sprint triathlon, imagine as hard as you can go for about 30 minutes. I want you to go no harder than about 85% of that effort. Coming up on about 4 minutes to go in this 10-minute easy spin. Now, when I talk about pedal stroke and technique, a lot of the times we tend to focus on cues. I've heard a lot of cues before about scraping mud off the bottom of your foot and then driving your foot over the top of the pedal stroke. I myself have used that many times when I'm teaching or coaching pedal stroke technique, and we'll use some of that. The real key is we really want our pedal strokes to be as smooth and effortless as possible. So one of the cues that I really like to use when I'm focusing on my pedal stroke is I like to imagine that my foot is just floating in the middle of my shoe. So just to go ahead, we're just in the warm up, nice easy spinning, going at about 50% of your effort. Again, just chilling with grandma and the family out on a Sunday ride. So I want you to imagine that your foot is just kind of floating in the middle of your shoe. And just think about what's happening. Some of you, as soon as you started thinking about the foot floating in the middle of the shoe, it's not touching the top, it's not touching the bottom, it's not touching the sides. Now, some of you might have noticed that you had sudden pitches in your pedal stroke. Your stroke was getting caught at the bottom of the pedal stroke, or it was, or maybe it turned out smoother. Who knows? So I want you to think about that. And something you're going to notice when you think about your foot floating in the middle of the shoe, you're going to notice a lot less power coming from quads and hamstrings. And all of a sudden, it's going to transfer back here to our good friend, the gluteus maximus. Our glutes are our strongest muscles, so we want to really engage them throughout the pedal stroke. Got about 90 seconds, and we're going to go into a nice little build. So for these builds, I just want you to shift up a little bit, increase your effort level to about 70-75% of your race effort. Again, 70 to 75% of your race effort. We're just going to go for 30 seconds on this build. Coming up in about just over a minute. And again, we're going to do about 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. So you're going to be 30 seconds at about 70-75% of your race effort. And then you're going to do 30 seconds easy spin. And then we'll build it up to about 75 to 80% of your race effort for 30 seconds. And then an easy 30-second spin. I'm going to repeat that 6 times. And we'll talk more about pedal stroke as we get closer to our single leg drills. 25 seconds. 20 seconds. 15 seconds until our first 30-second build. All right, let's go ahead and start shifting towards 70% effort. 3, 2, 1. 70% effort, 70 to 75% effort. Bringing that heart rate up, getting those legs moving. 15 seconds. Deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Easy spin. Got about 25 seconds until our next build. This next build, let's go take it up a little bit. 75 to 80% of that race effort. Again, we're just getting these legs firing, activating those glutes. Imagine that foot floating in the center of your shoe, making those nice, perfectly smooth circles. 3, 2, 1. 75 to 80%. Effort-wise, guys, effort-wise. Or if you're training with power, about 80% of your threshold or sprint triathlon race power. Less than 15 seconds. Keep that cadence up. Nice, smooth circles. 3, 2, 1, and relax. 2 down, 4 to go. $15 seconds. We're going to go up to about 80 to 85% effort, or 80 to 85% of your threshold. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Build it up. Smooth, fluid pedal strokes. 15 seconds in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. You're about halfway through these builds. All right, you guys, we're going to take it up a notch. We're going to be going up to about 90% of your race effort, or 90% of your threshold. Getting a little harder. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's pick it up. Pushing a little harder now, about 90%. Having a hard time, you'd have a really hard time talking at this effort. 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, and relax. All right, guys, 2 more. Right, 2 more. Yeah, 2 more good efforts. All right, this next effort in about 15 seconds, I want you at or just above your race effort, your 20-kilometer race effort in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Race effort. Race effort. As if you were racing a 20-kilometer time trial. If you've not raced a 20-kilometer time trial, I want you going at the effort you think you could hold for 30 minutes. Having a really hard time talking here. You might be able to talk, but in only 1 or 2 quick word bursts. 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. All right, guys, 1 more effort. Again, we're getting these legs firing. Should probably be sweating a little bit by now. Just a little bead of sweat rolling down your forehead. All right, guys, I want you pushing this 30-second effort in about 10 seconds. This is harder than race effort. I want you to just push it. Not going all out. We're not sprinting like a maniac. We'll go in. I'll give you guys a few more seconds rest. We'll go in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Let's go. Push it, push it, push it. Harder than race effort. Harder than race effort. Smooth, controlled pedal strokes, you guys. Make a nice circle with those pedal strokes. Less than 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab some water. Grab your fluid. Got about just over 3 minutes before we get into our single leg drills. All right, guys, as I said earlier, we're really focusing. I don't really want you to focus on effort with these single leg drills. This is more about technique, creating a beautiful, smooth pedal stroke. The more efficient and smooth our pedal stroke can become, the more power we're going to be able to generate throughout that pedal stroke. Generate more power throughout the pedal stroke, you go faster with less effort. It's kind of the idea. We want to go as fast as we possibly can. Most of us train to race. But if you're just training for fitness, you like to be competitive with yourself. I know you do. You wouldn't be here otherwise, I think. So we all want to get stronger, faster, fitter. So again, when we're working these single leg drills, first one's going to be on your right leg. I want you to really focus on imagining your foot floating in the center of your shoe, and you're drawing a beautiful, perfect circle. You're going to feel it a lot back here in the glutes. You're going to do 30 seconds on your right leg. Then we're going to do 30 seconds with both legs. Again, focusing on that nice, smooth pedal stroke. Then you're going to go 30 seconds left leg. And then 30 seconds with both legs. Again, if you are using a spin bike where your feet are just strapped in, I don't want you taking a foot off. I only want you doing these single leg drills if you have clipped in, if you're clipped in using, Speed Play or Shimano or some type of cycling cleat. And the idea behind these is not just to create smooth pedal strokes, but it's also to work on quickly getting in and out of our pedals. You never know what may happen. Start the one on our right leg in about 30 seconds. Again, just focus on smooth, even, controlled pedal strokes. I don't really care if you're going fast or slow. What I don't want is I don't want herky-jerky. Let's not pedal in squares. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, right leg. Smooth and controlled. 20 seconds left. Imagine that foot floating in the center of your shoe. Focus on nice, even pushes and pulls. 5, 4, 3, 2, both legs. Pedaling with both legs. Nice and smooth and controlled. 10 seconds. We're gonna go with the left leg this time. 3, 2, left leg. If you use power, you can look at your power meter and look at how different your power is between right leg and left leg. We want to try and create as balanced a body as possible. Even power on each side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and both legs. 30 seconds. 25 now. All right, guys. This next drill, again, we're going to go with the right leg. You're going to go for 45 seconds, though. 45 seconds. Again, nice, smooth, even, controlled. Going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right leg, 45 seconds. I want your hips nice and square on your saddle. What I like to do is I like to bring the leg that's not doing anything just right up alongside my top tube on my bike, because I don't want your leg back. I don't want it forward. 3, 2, 15 seconds. I don't want your leg back on your trainer. I don't want it forward. I don't want it hanging down. That causes a hitch in your pedal stroke. 3, 2, 1. Both legs, 45 seconds. So like I said, I like to bring my leg that's not doing any work just right up alongside my top tube, as if it were at the top of the pedal stroke. Just make sure your pedals don't hit your foot. Some people, when they're doing these, they may put a box right next to their bike so they can rest their foot on it. That can work as well, but personally, I like to just have my leg right up alongside my top tube. Keeps the hips nice and square. 3, 2, 1. Left leg. Nice and smooth, nice and controlled. Foot floating in the middle of the shoe. My left leg is significantly weaker than my right, and it's not as smooth as my right side. I have a little bit more of a hitch in my left side. My left leg is actually just a tad bit longer than my right. So it's an issue that we've been dealing with, but we're working through it. But these are drills that we do. 3, 2, and both legs. 45 seconds. Both legs for 45 seconds. All right, you guys. This next set, you're going to go right leg, both legs, left leg, both legs. 60 seconds each. 20 seconds coming up. 15. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, right leg. Keep those hips nice and square on your saddle. Foot floating in the middle of your shoe. Let that power come from the glutes. Coming from that right glute right now. If you're a hand cyclist, you can also benefit from these single leg, or in your case, single arm drills. Focusing on nice, smooth, controlled rotations. Focusing on those big back muscles. Just like a one-legged or a two-legged cyclist is going to focus on that glute, quad, hamstring. Hand cyclist is going to focus on those lats, traps, shoulders. 10 seconds. Getting a little harder. 5, 4, 3, 2, both legs, 60 seconds. Keep that nice, smooth pedal stroke. You're not relaxing on these both leg drills. You're still focusing on marrying those two sides up. Nice and smooth, even strokes. 30 seconds, we're gonna go to the left leg. Twenty seconds. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, left leg. Nice and smooth. Beautiful circles. Deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. I don't really care what power you're generating. All I care about is how smooth your pedal stroke is. I don't care if you're in a big ring, small ring, granny gears. 30 seconds. Ooh, man, I need to work on this left side a lot. I'm also trying to pedal at 130 watts with my left leg. 15 seconds. So as you can hear, you might be able to hear a little clicking in my pedal stroke. 5, 4, 3, 2, and both legs. Ah. Nice and easy spinning for 3 minutes. 3 minutes, nice and easy. All right, you guys. So, in about 2 minutes and 35 seconds, we're going to go into what I call a cadence ladder at a tempo effort. 75 to 85% of your sprint triathlon race effort. This will be a little easier than your 40-kilometer race effort if you race Olympic distance triathlon. If you train with power, 75 to 85% of your threshold. 2 minutes. We're going to break this down. For the first minute, we're going to pedal at 90 revolutions per minute. 90 to 95, I'll give you a range. And don't worry, if you're blind or visually impaired, we got a novel way of making sure you hit the right cadence. You'll see that shortly. But again, we're focusing on really smooth, fluid pedal strokes, drawing perfect circles, letting that foot float in the middle of your shoe, letting it come from your glutes. I don't want people stomping on the pedals. Let's generate power throughout that entire stroke. All right, you guys. We're going to change cadences every minute, coming up at about 55 seconds. We're going to go from 90 to 80 to 70 to 60, all at that 75 to 85% effort. And then we're going to climb back up all the way to 100. 30 seconds. Oh, 35. Alexa, set metronome for 90 beats per minute.
Okay. Play 90 beats per minute.
Go ahead and find your cadence. 90 to 95 RPMs. Crank that effort up. We're going in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 75 to 85% effort. Nice smooth pedal strokes. 90 to 95 RPMs. Deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. 30 seconds in. "15 seconds. We're going to go down to 80 to 85 RPMs. Alexa, set metronome for 80 beats per minute. 3, 2, 1. Still going at that 75 to 85% effort. The cadence slows down, but the effort remains the same. If you're training with power, this means if your effort level is you're riding at 180 watts, you're going to be riding at 180 watts at 80 to 85 RPMs. We're 30 seconds in. "15 seconds. Alexa, set metronome for 70 beats per minute. Whoop, that's not right. Alexa, set metronome for 70 beats per minute. There we go. 70 to 75 RPMs, you guys. Same effort level, 75 to 85%. "15 seconds. Alexa, set metronome for 60 beats per minute. 60 beats per minute, you guys. 60 RPMs. Still at that 75 to 85% effort level. Smooth and controlled. Don't shortchange yourself. 30 seconds left. Smooth, fluid pedal strokes. Alexa, set metronome for 70 beats per minute. Let's up that effort. If you weren't at 80%, let's get to 80%. Left, right, left, right, left, right. That's your cadence. 70 to 75 RPMs. Left, right, left, right. You're 30 seconds in. 80 to 85% of your sprint triathlon effort. "10 seconds. We're going to go up to 80 to 85. Alexa, set metronome for 80 beats per minute. Upping that cadence just a bit, 80 to 85% of your sprint triathlon effort. Nice and smooth, fluid pedal strokes. 30 seconds left. Using those glutes. 15 seconds. 10. Alexa, set metronome for 90 beats per minute.
Okay, here's metronome one. Playing 90 beats per minute.
90 to 95 RPMs, you guys. Come on. No slacking. 80 to 85% of your sprint triathlon effort or your lactate threshold effort. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Nice and smooth. We're gonna stay here for another 90 seconds. Sorry, a minute 15, a minute 15, a minute 15 more at this effort, at this cadence, I should say. One minute down. Let that foot float in the middle of the shoe. Smooth, fluid pedal strokes. 45 seconds. Relax that upper body. Deep breaths. 30 seconds. We're going to be going up to 100 to 105 RPMs. 15 seconds. Alexa, set metronome for 100 beats per minute.
Okay, here's metronome one. Playing 100 beats per minute.
85% effort, you guys. Cadence is picked up. Don't stomp on the pedals. Maintain that smooth, fluid stroke. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Smooth and controlled. In 30 seconds, we're going to take it up to 110 RPMs. 110 to 120 at 80 to 85% effort. Some of you may feel like you're spinning out of control. Don't spin out of control. Keep it smooth, keep it fluid. Alexa, set the metronome for 110 beats per minute.
Okay, here's metronome one. Playing 110 beats per minute.
Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, 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 left. Come on. Some of you may be creeping up out of that 85% effort. That's okay. Maintain that smooth pedal stroke. I do not want you bouncing around in the saddle. I do not want your knees flying all over the place. "20 seconds. 15. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Alexa, stop. 5 minutes. Nice and easy spinning, you guys. We got one more little bit left in this workout. I want you to spin nice and easy. Grab your fluid. Take some drinks. Deep breaths. 4.5 minutes left of easy spinning because we got a 5-minute time trial. 5 minutes. You get to choose whether you want to go at your sprint triathlon race effort, your 70.3 triathlon race effort. If you want to go for a new 5-minute power race effort, the thing that's going to change is you're not going to be going at your own cadence. We're going to be switching the cadence up every 30 seconds to a minute. Race courses have all kinds of terrain changes, have all kinds of technical turns. I myself, I'm totally blind. I ride with a lot of different pilots on my tandem. When my guide gets tired, they're going to automatically revert to whatever cadence they're most comfortable at. So I have to be ready to race at 80 RPMs, 100 RPMs, 60 RPMs, whatever the case may be. Just a little more than 3 minutes left of easy spinning. Stand up, stretch your back if you need to. Relieve a little pressure on the perineum. Relieve a little pressure on the butt. About 2.5 minutes. Deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. Bring that heart rate down. Just pedaling nice and easy, nice and calm. This is more of a technique-based session. But for those of you that are really itching to just go hard, blow the legs out, this is your opportunity. About 2 minutes, 2 minutes. When we're preparing for races, my coach will pull out a GPS map and look at it. He'll look at the course, and he'll tell us when we're on our trainers. He'll describe the course. We'll be pedaling along. He'll say, you got a nice long flat stretch. This is kind of what we're going to do here. And he lets us select our cadence, our effort level. He lets us pick our race strategy. But then he'll give us notifiers of, you got a hill coming up. Select your gearing properly. I want you to feel like you're climbing a hill. So we're going to do some similar stuff like that. Got about a little more than a minute left before our 5-minute time trial. Select your gearing. We're going to start out at 90 RPMs. It's a nice average. A lot of people are pretty comfortable at 90 RPMs, but I want you going at your race effort. You're generating some force into those pedal strokes. But always remember, keep those pedal strokes nice and smooth, nice and fluid. 25 seconds. 15. Select your gearing. Alexa, set metronome for 90 beats per minute. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Race effort. You're pushing it. You're pushing pretty hard. You got a nice long stretch of road out in front of you, coming out of T1. Left, right, left, right, left, right, settling in. Nice strong effort, smooth pedal stroke. You got this, you got this. Got a little kicker of a hill you see coming up. Alexa, set metronome, 70 beats per minute. What? Come on. Alexa, set the metronome for 70 beats per minute. Up this hill, get up and over, up and over, up and over, come on. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Smooth pedal strokes, climbing up this little hill, climbing up this little hill. It's gonna ease off in about 10 seconds. Alexa, set metronome for 85 beats per minute.
Okay, here's metronome one. Play 85 beats per minute.
.85 RPMs, just a tiny little bit of a rise, maybe a 2 or 3% little hill. Two or 3% grade. Going to be switching it up again here shortly. Alexa, set metronome for 110 beats per minute.
Okay, here's metronome one.
You've made the turn.
110 beats per minute.
You've made the turn at the top of the hill. Coming down the hill now. Cadence is picking up. Smooth, fluid pedal strokes. Still at that race effort. Come on, you guys, come on. If you can't quite get to 110, that's okay. Remember the nice, smooth, fluid pedal strokes. Alexa, set metronome for 95 beats per minute.
I don't know how to set metronome to that time.
Oh, she's driving me crazy. Alexa, set metronome 90 beats per minute.
Sorry, I didn't find a device named metronome.
She's driving me crazy today, you guys. Alexa, set the metronome for 90 beats per minute.
Okay, here's metronome one.
There we go.
Play 90 beats per minute.
Settling back in, settling back in. You're going to be coming down the home stretch here. Still hanging in there, you guys. Race effort, race effort. Come on, come on, come on. You got 1 minute left. 1 minute left. That's all you got. Put some force behind those pedals. Nice and smooth, fluid pedal stroke. Nice, smooth, continuous circles. You got 40 seconds left. 40 seconds left. Alexa, stop. It's on you, you guys. Home stretch. 30 seconds. You choose your cadence. You choose. Go, go, go. Come on. Finish it strong. Finish it strong. 15 seconds. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab your water. Easy spin. All right, you guys. Today we focused a lot on maintaining that smooth, fluid pedal stroke. Take some of those single leg drills that we did earlier, incorporate them into your warm-up. I find it's a really awesome way to really focus on that nice smooth pedal stroke, that nice smooth technique. I train with a couple of people that actually ride only with one leg. And I can tell when they're riding really, really good. And I can tell when they're not having a great day because I can hear it in their pedal stroke. So if you're a two-legged cyclist, sometimes we can cheat a little bit and just, force a lot of power into our one side of the pedal stroke. Maybe we might be able to generate a lot of power from that 12 to that 9 o'clock position, or that 12 to 3. Sometimes we do have a perfect pedal stroke. But if everyone had perfect pedal strokes, we wouldn't have to work on it. Like I said, guys, if you're a two-legged cyclist, we need to work on our pedal stroke. If you're a hand cyclist, smooth and efficient pedal strokes on that hand cycle is super important as well. The more efficient and the more powerful we can be throughout the entire pedal stroke, the faster we're going to go, the longer we're going to be able to go. It's not all about just spinning your legs out of control, spinning at super high cadences, or grinding it out at low cadences. It's about having smooth, efficient pedal strokes, letting that power come from your glutes, with little bits coming from your quad or your hamstring. All right, you guys. As soon as Zach catches his breath, he can take himself off of mute. And if you guys have any questions, we're just going to spin easy. We're probably about 10 to 15 minutes total as a cool down.
Thank you all so much for joining in on today's workout. If you have any questions about today's workout, or if you just want to reach out to me, please send me an email, kyle@kylecoon.com. That's KYLE@KYLECOON.com. Please also follow me on Facebook, facebook.com/KyleCoonSpeaks. On Instagram, @IronKyle, that's EYERONKYLE. And also follow me on Strava. You can find me at Kyle K Train Coon. Thank you guys so much. Keep training hard and always with an iron vision.